guys, today I'm going to show you how to wrap a gift box. I'm going to use one of these standard boxes that you can stuff just about anything in. You could leave it like this, or you can wrap it if it's ugly or it's old like the ones at my house. If you're anything like me or my kids, you often can't figure out how much paper you need. And you're not sure how to measure with your box. I'm going to show you how to do that. My mom showed me this when I was a little kid. Okay, what you're going to do, start out with your box on the end of your wrapping paper. So that's the back. And you're going to tip it to the side and the front. And then the other side, and voila, you know that this is going to be wide enough to cover this box. Next thing you need is a pair of sharp scissors. Now, we know that this paper is long enough to wrap all the way around this box. How much do you leave sticking out on the sides is another issue. If you leave so much sticking out on the sides that it wraps around, you're going to have trouble making neat corners. You want enough on the side so that it can go to the middle of the box but not overlap over like this. And you want the same amount on both sides. You're going to cut all the way. If you have really sharp scissors, you can do that cool thing where they just glide through. Mine aren't that sharp. Also, if you have really good wrapping paper. Okay. Now what you're going to do is put the box upside down in the middle of your wrapping paper. So the seam is on the bottom. I'm going to show you how to do this with 3 pieces of tape. First piece of tape, get it ready, get it on your finger. Fold inside over, make sure your box is centered so that there's the same amount of overhang on both sides. Some people tape the wrapping paper to the box. I don't. I just hold it. Pull the other one around, nice and snug with the tape on your finger. Put 1 piece of tape on the seam. Now you'll notice that I put the tape parallel to the seam. You don't want to put it perpendicular because you don't get as much stickiness. So 1 piece of tape parallel, so now your box is centered and your seam is on the bottom. Okay. You can slide your box around in there, which is handy also to make sure that it's centered. All right, so since we're working on the bottom, we're going to take this edge right here, make a nice sharp seam, and both of these little corners, make a little seam. Here you're going to get your second piece of tape, handy on your finger. Now you can use more tape if you want. I wrap about 100 packages each Christmas, so I'm pretty efficient with my tape use. Put a seam down on the bottom. When you push this in, you make another seam, and you can just pull this up and get away with 1 parallel piece of tape that lines up with the end of your box. Now, that was kind of baggy since I didn't tape it to the box. And do the other side the same way. Smooth it. Make a sharp crease along the edge. Before I even fold those other pieces down, I get another piece of tape. I make a corner right here. Slide it in. Make a corner right here. Push this all the way over. Slide it in. Push that down. Now I'm ready to pull this up. 1 piece of tape, parallel, flip it over, bam, speed wrapping. Next I'm going to show you how to make a bow.